I've been in this country for 24 years. I came when I was very young. But I've seen it all, I could say. So I studied here and I went to university here and I've worked here and I've invested here. I've also invested back home. I've been in this country for 24 years and I can still tell you that there's no place like home. Now, savings, which is where what Mr. Franklin is asking. In order to do savings for those who are young people, you need to mind the association and the lifestyle that you live in. You need to first of all think of where you're coming from. Is that the lifestyle that you want to live here? Because here there's so much ambience. So if you can make an investment into buying your own home, immediately you start reducing your cost of living. And if you can reduce your cost of living, you may be earning just £1,000. But if you are able to control your cost and reduce it, someone can be earning 4,000, but you are better off than that person that is earning 4,000 while you are earning 1,000. You come back to your cost control. So the minute you have a good cost control, you can now excel. Like I advised you the other day, you can be working, you can be getting 50,000, but someone that is making 30,000 have more net income than you that is making 50,000. Why? Because they have various other means. Say, for example, this person is self-employed. They can claim back some running costs through their business expense. What does that mean? That means even some refreshment they can claim from their business expense. That means their living is borne under the business.
Yeah.
And then the one that goes into their pocket is literally savings. So you can see now the person is only earning about 4,000 per month, and you are earning about 6,000, but that person is more net worth than you because of that particular model of operation.
So it means that the person pays
less tax. That's it. Person pay less tax because the expenditures. So you that will have paid tax through an employment, I'm not saying don't be employed though, but always look at running your own business because it's much more tax efficient in that regard if you have the opportunity to do so. But for those who now are in employment, because not every one of us have the opportunity to do business. Business is hard, by the way. But for those who are in employment, now there's very little you can do in terms of the tax efficiency savings. So what you need to do now is to manage your finances, manage your spending, manage the kind of friendship, because I can tell you now, especially women, our women, I'm praying for you guys, because not only our women, even our men. But the reason being, in this part of this world, it looks like women and I'll say that in English. It looks like women are the hot cake. But moving forward to the savings, I think if you want to do savings, you need to control your costs. Don't look at other people the way other people live their life. The reason being, you will come across people who already, or they don't have the same goal like you. Exactly. And they want to be going for holidays. That's them. They can go for holiday 3 times in a year. Those things cost money, of course. But to me, though, the way I see things is you may have short-term fame, or say short-time good life.
Okay.
But in a long run, though, would you continue to have that?
Exactly.
So my own view, my own way of dealing with things is, I want to first of all create that wealth.
Exactly.
And once I create the wealth by savings, of course, then I know that the wealth is now generating constant cash flow, which can now, if I want to go sleep in Africa for 12 months and just relax myself, money is coming in.
Exactly. And
so that's the kind of process that I will approach, that I will follow in order to live a better life. Because the bottom line is we all came here for a better life. And in order to have a better life, you need to look at, prioritize things. If you want to do comparison with other people, then be ready not to have that better life that you want to. Because UK have its way of doing things. The system wants you to spend all of your money in this country. Meaning there will be good things. They give you various fun things. They want you to spend that money here because it's good for the economy. Nothing wrong with that though. But you have to look out of that box in order to do something different completely. Because if you want to enhance yourself, sometimes you must come out from your comfort zone. And this is what UK is, a comfort zone. Where you come, everything there's light, because you're too busy, there's
credit card.
There's credit card that will bombard. They will say, come and take credit card.
Take credit card, take overdraft.
Yes. So you will enjoy those things. You are spending here and there. If you don't spend wise, I can tell you right now, you remain broke. And some people, you will see some people who are in Africa that will even be more than you that live in the UK. Because they have changed your mind. But I will always advise that you remain who you are.
I have a question. Like me now, when I came in to the UK 7 years ago, my focus was, before I get a house here, I must build a house in Nigeria, like a business model, a business, not a commercial kind of house.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So, but 7 years down the line, I'm beginning to think, because at the moment, I don't have a house here now. So I'm beginning to think that, was it actually the right decision? So within me, I just feel like I didn't make the right decision.
I was going to say that to you yesterday.
It wasn't the right decision which I made.
I was going to say that to you yesterday. Well, you cannot reverse the hands of the clock, of the time again. But ideally, which is what I said, charity begins at home. Make yourself home first. Because what happened is that if you have invested here in your own home, you've reduced your cost. And when you reduce your cost, you now have surplus cash. I can tell you, would have been in a far better position. You would have still built that house by now.
Exactly.
And still be building more.
And still have to be living in my own house.
Exactly. And then now, because you reduce your cost, and you now have more cash flow coming in.
So the thing is that it was a mindset. So it's good that as Nigerians, as Africans, when you're coming in, you need to have an open mind. Try to look out for the best investment plan to do before you take action. But if you come in with a certain mindset, you understand, which a pre-mastered mindset that this is what I want to do.
Yeah, that you build house and you buy this thing.
So might not be the best. Like for me, I had a lot of people who came over in Europe. Okay, why in Africa? I knew that these people have not invested anything in Africa. They don't have anything to show for in Africa. So when I came in here, I said, no, I'm not going to be like those people. So the first money I make, I am going to rush back home and lay something, build something. So that mindset affected my plans.
Mind you though, it's not a wrong thing, depend on individuals.
Yeah.
The reason being, there are some people who know their way back home, who possibly just want to come and get that money here and go back home, and then they know the kind of a business that they want to do. That's a different ball game altogether. But if you are coming to stay here, number one, you need to slow down a little. Just because when we come here, we tend to try to rush the money. You see the money now coming in, boom, 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 you want to do something back home. You need to ask yourself a question. When you build those things back home, who is going to stay there? Number one, because I know I have some bungalow in the village. I've never slept inside there. some other person is living there. Okay, it's not a problem. At least I'm blessing some other person. But the point there is I didn't rush it. I didn't rush that one. I did that just because I thought, okay, now I have family. We may go there and then we may find some place to put our head. But, and another thing that pushed me to do that was to protect the land because of the place that it was. Just so that they don't use it for other things and then you still have to fight battles. So that was what that pushed me to do that one. Other than that, I'm not that kind of a person that want to go build some big house. I wouldn't mind a big house though, but I cannot just build some big house. It's standing there, no one stays there. And then I'm here, I say I have some home there. I want to build that home when I know I can make use of that home. So if I'm traveling frequently, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, or twice a year, then it's worth it. But if, say, I'm not traveling there, for the last how many years I've not been to my village, why do I have a big, it's like you stock money.
Exactly.
Use that money to do something else. Let it generate more money for you. So that's my own philosophy. And it will get to a point when your money is generating more, you have surplus. Then if you don't know what to do with that money, go build in the village and just leave it there. And even if it's once in a while, you can go there. That's a stupid, you now have stupid money, what I call stupid money.
So thank you so much for that. Thank you for that elaborate explanation on investment, on how to save more, especially for people who are coming in. I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from this discussion. Thank you.